Welcome to our life out in the country. My name is Doug.
And I'm Ashley.
We have been working on our field lately, just clearing as much as we can, and we've been getting a lot done. We're going to keep working on that today. I got the chainsaw out, and we're going to be clearing a bunch of trees and hopefully getting a lot more room cleared out. We have a riding lawnmower that we fixed up, and we'll link that video below. But we haven't been able to test it out yet out here because I burned up the deck belt. We're not sure what went wrong, but when we disengage the deck, the belt burns. The good news is that we have a new belt arriving today. So I'm hoping that we can put the new belt on, get it adjusted properly, and get out here and do some mowing to get some of the plants that are springing up cut down and some of this dead brush flattened. So that's what our goal is today, is just clearing the field and making the property look sharp.
Yep.
Now, if you're new to our channel, we purchased a 3-acre property, and the pasture, the field, is overgrown. It was not maintained, so it's just loaded with brush and trees. It's like tree city out here. So we've had a lot of work to do to get this land ready because we want to get sheep, and Ashley wants a donkey.
Yeah.
We probably won't get to the livestock this year, but we're hoping to get the pastures started. We have to get grass growing. We have to stop these trees from growing. We have to make this, a sustainable land where they have feed when we do get them to eat. So that's our goal. That's what we've been working on, and hopefully we can accomplish that this year.
So since we moved in, we've been working on clearing this field, and it's been about 3 months now. We started with this section over here. This used to be all just thousands of baby trees. It's looking pretty good. And we just started working over here. These were a little bit bigger trees. Getting this cleared out. And we're gonna work our way that way. And all of these trees have to be brought over there where we burn them so we can bring the mower in.
I'm keeping that one because it has a cool nest in it for now.
Yeah.
I'll get rid of these
it's
little...
pretty big too.
I'll get rid of these little things shooting off the side.
Yeah, just don't damage the tree at all.
Now we're just kind of selectively going through and clearing out anything that's small, dead, damaged.
A lot of these trees became damaged because they're growing so close to each other that they're just all like messed up. So most of them have to come out.
We're leaving a few, and they're not permanent, but we're leaving the big ones, the healthy ones, the good-looking ones, the interesting ones, so that in the end we can pick and choose which ones we want to stay. Because while we want this to be a pasture for the animals and we want it to be as much grass as we can, we do like to have trees. So we want to keep some. We're just not exactly sure which ones. So we're just going to keep some of the nicest ones, and we go through and selectively keep culling out the ones that we don't want as we go. But it's pretty easy to see the ones that we don't want.
Yeah.
Now we're using a chainsaw today. Sometimes we use loppers, sometimes we use a reciprocating saw, depending on what we're cutting. And probably one of the most frequent questions or comments we get about clearing the field is, why don't you get a brush hog? Why don't you brush hog it, get a tractor, clear it? The problem with getting a tractor is they cost money, first of all. And we just don't have the money to put on that. And the second thing is that there's trees. There's big trees everywhere. If you see some of the trees we're cutting,
big ones.
And a brush hog just can't go through that. So you have to go through and clear the trees first anyway.
There's not really that many like small trees to get rid of. I mean, they're easy and quick.
There's a certain time when you can brush hog a field, and then there's a certain time when you just can't anymore. And this field has reached that point where you can't You just can't get through here with a tractor. The trees are too thick, they're all 1.5 inches or bigger, and it would just be a disaster to try to ride a tractor through here. So it's just not even a possibility.
Yeah.
Now another common question or comment that we get is, why don't we stack our wood, compost our wood, mulch our wood? You know, some people don't like to see us burning it. We burn a lot of the brush. Well, the reason is because it sounds good in theory to build this giant brush pile that can break down and create all kinds of soil, and it just takes longer.
It takes a long time for brush piles.
Look at that bird. It's
Goldfinch?
solid yellow.
Goldfinch.
Solid yellow. I mean, it doesn't even have black wings. I think it's yellow. Okay.
What were we saying?
So, when you make a brush pile, especially with as much as we have, I mean, we have mountains of
it'd be a
trees.
huge pile.
We don't have the space for it. We have 3 acres and we want to use it to its full potential. We don't have the space for that. And it takes years and years and years. It could take a decade for a brush pile to break down.
Yeah.
When you have a pile of sticks, it just doesn't break down. It decays, but it doesn't turn into compost. It turns into rotting wood. You have to layer it and do it properly, but it takes a long time to break down wood. And the other option is chipping it. We don't like it. We don't like wood chippers.
We've heard way too many horror stories about wood chipper accidents.
We have kids. We also just don't want to deal with that. And it's just, with our timeline, we'd rather just burn the brush that's too small to use and chop the wood and save it for fire, you know, firewood.
And the goal is to make it a pasture as soon as possible. So we're just doing it quick. We are saving the bigger stuff for firewood, but pretty much most of it gets burnt.
Yeah. And we're okay with that because there's plenty of material to go around. We still have tons and tons left to go. I think people get into the permaculture ideas so much that they think that you have to use everything and build berms and build hugelculture and all this stuff, but a lot of it is just time consuming and it doesn't work as well as it should.
Yeah. For the small stuff, we just use the loppers, get down low, and works pretty good.
This sleepy boy. You gonna take the sleeping man?
Yep.
As we said, the belt came on time, and you can see I got the real deal. It's got the part number, it's the right thing, 38 inch. It's the exact belt for this mower that we have. So I'm gonna install it, we're gonna check the tension, and hopefully we don't burn this one up.
Yeah, we'll watch it when we do it.
Alright, I think we're ready to roll. I am missing a belt guard on this side. That's just the way the mower came. maybe I'll keep an eye out for one of those on eBay. You can see the belt is disengaged right now. And I mean, it's new, it's stiff, but it's pretty loose. It's got a lot of play. That's the loosest I could adjust it, because you can see the pulley is just about touching the deck. If I adjusted it anymore, it's going to touch. So that's as close and as loose as the blade the belt gets. So I hope it doesn't burn like the last one. Here's the last one, and you can see it just melted. It's thin.
And it frayed.
It just destroyed it where it was rubbing on the pulley. While the deck was off, I also took apart one of these spindles because the bearings had some noise in them. These are, you can't grease them from the outside. There's no Zerk or anything on them. I actually had to pop the bearings out, and they were sealed bearings. They weren't meant to be greased really, but I popped them open and I packed them with grease. They're not perfect, but they're better than they were. With that being said, we're gonna try it. We're gonna take it out, and I think that it'll be fine for now because we're not gonna be running it in idle. We're not gonna be running it with the blades disengaged.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna get straight cutting.
So let's go.
Wow guys, look at this. We are doing the work right here and we are excited. This is like unreal to us. So I don't know how you get, like we see it while it's happening and it's blowing our mind. So for you guys, I hope it blows your mind a little bit at least.
Yeah.
This thing is looking I mean.
Today, this was like just packed full of
trees
and brush and berry bushes and...
Guys, the mower is awesome. The grass is so green. I mean, it's not really grass, it's a lot of weeds and stuff, but there's grass too. It's just like cutting that with the mower, cutting down all that brush and all the dead stuff is just revealing the gem underneath.
That's what we needed.
The mower is working good, except I did have a couple problems. One, I popped the deck belt off once because I hit a stick and it popped it off, but the belt was okay. I got it back on and it's been perfect since. Two, the drive belt has popped off over...
Like at least 5 times.
Over and over and over again. When I put it in reverse, if I'm too fast or whatever, if I ease into it and I take my time, I can get it. But if I put it in reverse, belt pops off. I tried looking at it, the thing's flopping around, it's a little loose. I don't know, I'll have to look at that. But pop it back on and keep going and it's awesome.
We're getting the job done, so.
Yeah. This is looking awesome out here.
It's looking like a real field.
And you guys can't see like the whole effect, but I mean all the way up to the barn. It all. It's just smooth, green, and this is like becoming a reality faster than we anticipated.
Yep. Just us.
Just us. And the chainsaw and some loppers and...
Reciprocating saw. And the lawnmower.
And this boy. So yeah, I'm happy. This made me feel good, like I was getting kind of, not bummed about the field, but I haven't been motivated to do the field.
In the last few days, I've been really coming out here every day and cutting and dragging trees over, and just, I keep saying we have to tackle this.
She's been pushing, and I get like demotivated because I'm the type of person that likes to see progress. I like to see it happen. And when you come out and you spend, you know, hours lopping trees, and then you look out and you just see a mess.
Yeah.
It's like, ugh.
And then you gotta pick up all the trees after you cut them.
But this makes me feel good. This makes me want to keep going.
So we'll show you guys the progress. We'll do some pans.
Yeah. So I guess we're done for tonight. We're gonna go in and make some biscuits and hang out and edit this video. So that's all we have for today. I hope you guys enjoyed our video. If you did, please subscribe, please like our video, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.